I want to get straight fucking into it. How are we feeling? Even as I say that, my whole body changes because I'm looking at the news and I'm looking at what is going on in America right now, and my heart feels so fucking sad. I have felt all of the emotions: shock, sadness, frustration, anger, and of course, as a Black woman, of course, that thought of, if this were Black people now running into the Capitol and taking over the building, it would be a completely different story. It really, really brings me to the theme of this whole entire year, because I want to, before we talk about what my intention and really what I want to, the space that I want to be holding for people in 2021 and what I believe is absolutely possible for you in 2021, despite all of what is going on around us right now. I want to just say that at the start of 2020, when we had no fucking idea and we were so excited, everyone was talking about 2020 vision and how it was going to be the best year yet. And I genuinely believed that it was going to be the best year yet. And I was very fortunate to have surrounded myself, put myself in environments where people were supporting me mentally, emotionally, in my business, professionally and personally, so that even though we had no fucking clue what was going to happen, I feel very, very fortunate to be able to say that on a personal level, 2020 was an incredible year in so many ways. It was a fucking hard year in many, 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 many ways that I had no idea about. But in so many ways, it was amazing. And I think that the biggest gift that 2020 gave me and so many of the people around me, so many, is that we learn resilience on a much, much deeper, profound level. And that was a gift. We were invited in that moment where we were locked down the first time. We were invited to think about who we were, what we wanted to do, how we wanted to show up, and how we wanted to support people. And I am really, really proud to say that so many of my clients, so many of the people in my environment, so many of my peers took that invitation and did so many incredible, incredible things that we did not know were possible, that we would not have done, that we would have continued putting off if the world hadn't asked us to step up in the way that we needed to step up. And that's just saying 2020 was the year that I found my calling, and so many people felt that and lived into that. Now, at the end of the year, I was saying that I believed that it was going to be another challenging year. Now, you don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist or a psychic to know that we were not going to be returning back to the new normal in 2021. So I'm not sitting here saying, look at me, I got it right. Like, as I say, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to work out that at the end of last year, that this year was not going to be a walk in the park. However, I don't think that any of us were anticipating another, for those of you in the UK, another national lockdown straight away, to be followed by what is going on in America, or to be running simultaneously with what is going on in America right now. The thing that I have been thinking about now for the last couple of months, when I think about the One Live and when I think about the theme for the year, is how do we create freedom in a world that's locked down. And this theme has never been more alive, because as somebody who is an empath, somebody who feels other people's feelings, what I feel and what I've experienced, people keep saying to me, how are you feeling being back in the UK? How are you feeling? What I'm feeling is everybody's fear. What I'm feeling is a lot of fear and a lot of heaviness and a lot of fuck. We're gonna have to do this again. And what I wanna say to you is a quote by Viktor Frankl. What is freedom to you? Everything can be taken away from a man, but one thing: to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances and to choose one's own way. Nobody could take away what was up here. And this is the invitation that we get again at the start of this year, to really, really think about how we as individuals determine how we are going to show up. That is on us. It always gets to be on us. And this is what I'm talking about when I talk about radical responsibility. That is on us. And I want to say that if you are watching me today and you have an online business, or you have the capacity to create an online business, I want you to know that even though this feels overwhelming, even though this feels heavy, even though this feels intense, even though you might be questioning how the fuck am I going to do it again, you are in an extremely privileged position, such a privileged position, and I want you to use that fucking privilege. And what I'm really talking about here is not just business. Of course, I'm not fucking talking about business. I am talking about using your voice to make a difference and to create, to be part of a much needed and required tidal wave of positive impact across this planet right now. Look at the news. Your voice is needed in a way that it has never been needed more than it is needed right now. And it is not acceptable for you to sit back on your laurels saying, poor fucking me, because we need you. We need you to get past your fear. We need you to get past your guilt. We need you to get past your shame. And we need you to step up. Now, in your stepping up and stepping forward and saying, this is what is required, this is how I can help you, this is the impact that you can make, you get to make money. It's really, really fucking important that you are making money right now, because money is the currency that we get to use and leverage our influence with. The two go hand in hand. If you are a service-based business owner, if you work in the online space, if you don't work in the online space, you are not service-based, get into it. The world is changing, whether we like it or not. And we have to adapt and be flexible. And what we know that we can do is we can still build business, we can still help people, we can still impact people when we are working online. Use that. You don't sit and wait for things for the world to dictate to you how you have to show up. Take what you can see is happening. Take your voice, take your message, package it up, and start using it without apology. I want you to grow your influence. I want you to grow your impact. And I want you to be at the forefront in your way of making this world a different fucking place from what we are seeing right now. I know what you are capable of. I know that your voice is important. I know that your message is needed. And what is required right now is to use this so that we can help people and we can make a fuck ton of money, so we can use that money to really, really make a difference. Peace out, people. Faith plus action equals miracles. Please remember it.